Exclusive video just sent into our newsroom from prominent San Francisco business owner and community activist Manny Yekutiel. He joins us now from Tel Aviv. And Manny, we're seeing this video. Can you talk us through exactly what we just saw? We heard the rockets overhead. What are you seeing and hearing, my friend?
So I've been in Tel Aviv for the last 48 hours, assisting in the volunteer effort in Tel Aviv to deliver food and packages and necessary goods to soldiers on the front lines, and also families of people who've had murders in their family in the neighborhoods and the towns that they're in the south. And I decided to drive up back to Beit Shemesh to have dinner with my family here. And on the way to Beit Shemesh, for the second time today, the bomb sirens went off, and I had to leave my car and seek shelter because the missiles were being intercepted right above my head.
And we want to be able to show our viewers the exclusive video that you sent in to us of that very tense moment. Obviously, on the screen right now, our viewers are seeing Gaza and some of the explosions in Gaza. Manny is closer to Tel Aviv. Manny, you've also been very busy mobilizing to try to get people help. And we understand that some of those servants, the volunteers there, have been moved because they needed to out of their own safety.
That's what I heard. We had been organizing in, well, I guess I shouldn't say where it was or where it'll be, but it was not so far from Tel Aviv. Thousands of people coming together, dropping off whatever they could, going to the stores and bringing food and donating clothes and coffee and cigarettes and anything that was needed. And then a massive mobilization to organize it, to get it to the right places. Today, I spent 3-4 hours there. In the middle of the day, they decided to ship everything out of this hangar that I was in to another location that was protected from bombs and missiles.
What are you being told on the ground about how to protect yourself as you move from location to location, Manny?
Well, a lot of new construction in Israel has bomb shelters or bomb rooms built into them. Old construction oftentimes doesn't. On the way out, I was leaving the apartment I was in, and then the sirens went off. And when the sirens go off in a building that's older, everyone has to huddle in the staircase, which is what I was doing. If the sirens go off while you're in the car, then you're supposed to stop the car and run and seek shelter. And that's what I did the second time the sirens went off on my way to visit my family. So, I mean, I told you this while I was driving here. It does feel like a war zone. I mean, bombs are going off, sirens are going off, missiles are being intercepted. Obviously, it's no laughing matter. And a sad story, I decided to move to a different apartment. And the place that I'm now staying in Tel Aviv, the family was leaving to be with their extended family. And the reason why is because the wife's cousin and her husband had been murdered in one of these towns, leaving a pair of 10-month-old twins who are now orphaned. And it is in their cousin's apartment that I'm staying. But the whole family is gathering together to kind of heal and just be together in light of the horrors of the kind of terrorism that's happened in Israel.